When you wake up in the quiet of the morning, before the noise of the world begins, whisper to yourself, I am blessed. These 3 simple words have the power to shift your entire day. Being blessed isn't just about having everything you want, it's about recognizing that even in the smallest moments, God's grace is alive around you. The fact that you opened your eyes today means you've been given another divine opportunity to love, to learn, to grow, and to serve. Every heartbeat is a reminder that you are part of something sacred. When you say, I am blessed, you awaken gratitude in your heart. Gratitude opens the door to peace even in the middle of challenges. You begin to see blessings where others see burdens. In the air you breathe, the people who care for you, the lessons hidden in pain, and the strength you didn't know you had until life tested you. It changes how you walk through your day. Instead of complaining, you begin to thank. Instead of doubting, you begin to trust. Saying, I am blessed, doesn't mean life is perfect. It means you trust that God is working even through your imperfections. It reminds you that every sunrise carries mercy, every struggle builds wisdom, and every prayer is heard, even when the answer takes time. Each morning when you speak these words, imagine them settling deep into your soul, washing away fear and worry, and filling you with quiet confidence. The world may not always give you reasons to smile, but when you carry the awareness of your blessings, you create your own light. Start your morning with, I am blessed, and you'll find that the rest of the day begins to unfold with beauty, purpose, and divine peace. When you open your eyes and tell yourself, I am strong, you are not pretending that life is easy. You are declaring that no storm can break the spirit God placed within you. Strength doesn't always roar, sometimes it whispers, I will keep going. It's in the moments when no one is watching, when your heart feels heavy but you still rise to face the day. Saying, I am strong is not about denying your pain, but about believing that even in your weakness, there is power waiting to be revealed. Each morning, when you affirm your strength, you remind your soul that you have already survived so much. The same God who carried you through your hardest nights will not abandon you now. Strength is not about being unshaken. It's about standing firm even when everything around you trembles. When you say these words, you awaken the warrior within you, the faith-filled part of you that refuses to give up no matter how hard the battle gets. Life will always bring moments that test your limits. Disappointments, loss, loneliness, uncertainty. But each trial refines you, shaping your character, deepening your trust, and building your endurance. Every scar becomes a silent testimony of survival, every tear a seed that will one day bloom into wisdom. When you remind yourself, I am strong, you are not asking for a lighter load. You are choosing to carry it with faith. Your strength is not only your own, it flows from a higher power that renews you each day. So when fear whispers that you can't, let your heart answer, I can, because I am strong. Let these words become your shield, your prayer, your promise. That no matter what today brings, your spirit will rise again. When you begin your morning by saying, I am guided, you are placing your trust in something greater than yourself. You are acknowledging that your path is not random, that there is divine wisdom directing your every step. Even when you don't understand where life is leading you, faith reminds you that you are not walking alone. Each moment, each turn, even the detours and delays, are part of a plan shaped by the hand of God. To say, I am guided, is to rest your heart in that sacred assurance, that what is meant for you will find its way, and what is not will gently pass by. There will be days when the road ahead looks unclear, when you can't see the full picture or the destination. In those times, guidance doesn't always appear as a loud voice or a sudden sign. Sometimes it's a quiet peace in your heart, a sense that you're exactly where you need to be. When you slow down and listen, that still, small voice within you, the whisper of God, begins to speak. It nudges you toward patience when you want to rush, toward kindness when you want to react, toward courage when you want to retreat. Saying, I am guided, invites calm into your soul. It reminds you that divine direction is not bound by your plans or your timing. Every disappointment is redirection, every closed door is protection, and every challenge is preparation for something greater. As you walk through each day, trust that the light you need will appear step by step. You may not see the entire path, but guidance is never about knowing everything. It's about believing that the one who leads you will never let you be lost. When you look in the mirror each morning and whisper to yourself, I am loved, you awaken one of the deepest truths of your existence. Love is not something you earn or chase. It is something you are already wrapped in. From the moment you opened your eyes to life, you were surrounded by divine love, a love that has never left you for a single heartbeat. Even when you feel forgotten by the world, this love remains constant, silent, and unshakable. It's the love that holds you when you fall, forgives you when you fail, and reminds you that you are more than your mistakes. When you affirm, I am loved, you allow that divine truth to heal the broken parts of your heart. It washes away the lies that say you are not enough or that you must prove your worth. You are loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, a precious creation of God. This love doesn't fade when you stumble, and it doesn't depend on human approval. It's steady, eternal, and it flows through every moment of your life, even the difficult ones. There will be times when loneliness tries to convince you that you are unseen. In those moments, remember that love is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet presence. A sunrise that greets you, a gentle breeze that comforts you, or the peace that fills your soul when you pray. When you start your day with the words, I am loved, you walk through life with a different kind of strength. A heart anchored in peace, a spirit open to giving and receiving love freely. This awareness becomes your light, reminding you that no matter what happens, you are held in perfect love that never ends. When you wake up and say to yourself, I am enough, you are choosing to silence the noise of doubt and the pressure of comparison that the world tries to place upon you. These 3 words hold incredible power. They remind you that your worth does not depend on achievements, possessions, or the opinions of others. You were created with purpose. Nothing can add to or take away from the value that already exists within you. Saying, I am enough, is not arrogance, it is acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, where you are, and the beautiful process of becoming who you're meant to be. Each morning when you breathe these words into your heart, you begin to release the need for perfection. You stop measuring yourself by yesterday's mistakes or tomorrow's expectations. You start to see yourself through the eyes of grace, not judgment. You realize that even with your flaws, you are still a work of divine artistry, loved, chosen, and capable. You are enough because God made you with intention, and His work in you is not incomplete. There will be days when you feel like you're falling short. When you question your abilities, your path, or your purpose. In those moments, I am enough becomes your reminder that progress is not about being flawless. It's about showing up, trying again, and believing that who you are is already worthy of peace and joy. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to earn your place in the world. You are already enough, right here, right now. When you start your day with that truth, you begin to walk with quiet confidence, knowing that being yourself is not just sufficient, it's sacred. Each morning when you rise and whisper to yourself, I will make today beautiful, you set the tone for how your heart will see the world. This line is more than a promise, it's an act of faith. You are choosing to become a vessel of light in a world that often feels heavy. Beauty is not only in the sunrise, the flowers, or the smiles you meet, it is also in the way you speak kindly, forgive quickly, and carry peace in your spirit. When you decide to make your day beautiful, you are not waiting for circumstances to change, you are becoming the change that brings light into them. Each day carries its own challenges, moments that can test your patience, shake your confidence, or dim your hope. But when you start your morning with the intention to create beauty, you begin to see those challenges differently. Instead of focusing on what goes wrong, you look for what is still right. You find reasons to be grateful, moments to smile, and opportunities to share kindness. You begin to realize that beauty is not something you find, it's something you create with your attitude and your faith. When you tell yourself, I will make today beautiful, you give your soul direction. You invite peace into your thoughts, joy into your actions, and love into your words. Even if the world around you is filled with noise and negativity, your heart remains calm and centered. You understand that every day is a gift, and you are the artist who paints it with gratitude and grace. The power to make the day beautiful lies within you, in how you love, how you forgive, and how you keep hope alive, no matter what comes your way.